everybody. Welcome to day 7. Yes, we've made it through the first week. And with me, I'm glad to say again, is my good chum, brewer at Hot Vine Brewing in Aurora, Illinois, Mr. Ken McMullen. Hey, Ken.
Hey, Phil. Glad to be here.
I'm glad you've been able to make it back.
Yes.
What do they say? I'm glad to see you back. I'm glad to see your front, too.
I'm glad you don't live too far away.
Yeah, right. Well, here we are at the Brit and Yankee Pub Studios. We're into day 7. What did I pull out of the Brit and Yankee Craft Beer Advent Calendar? Boy, that's a mouthful, isn't it? Mm-hmm. I was just going to say the Craft Beer Calendar. But day 7 was a fantastic beer. Well, we'll see if it's fantastic. Church Street Brewing. They're in Itasca, Illinois. And of course, some of you who follow the Brit and Yankee will know that Chuck Fort, who is the senior brewing consultant out there, is also my co-host on occasion on the podcast when Ken can't make it. Now this one is a Baltic Porter, but it's barrel aged in willet barrels. Now while I'm opening this, can you tell me, will it or won't it? What the hell's willet?
Willet's a whiskey. I think bourbon, right?
Don't ask me, that's why I'm asking you.
I'm sure they make a bunch of different, but I think Willet is known for a very excellent whiskey. I mean bourbon.
Okay, good.
Jesus.
We'll get it right. Now, we had a while back, last time you were here, we had an imperial coffee stout.
Right.
And this one is a Baltic Porter, and you can immediately tell as you pour it out the difference in the viscosity and almost the color as it gets pouring. There we go, there's yours.
And the head too, there's a lot less head. And you kind of get that with barrel age.
You get that, aging. Yeah. So this is barrel aged egg lay. Cheers.
Cheers.
Do you know what an egg lay is? And if you look at the, you'll see the little insert while we're doing this. The picture on the can is of the goddess Egglay, but who the heck was she? Do you know, Ken?
Queen of Serpents. It's,
wow.
From a Lithuanian fairy tale.
Hence the Baltic.
First published in 1837. I just know that off the top of my head.
Good man. All right, let's sniff this. Oh, wow, this has got a lovely barrel-aged, a bourbon barrel aroma. Yeah. But it's not nice. Too heavy, is it?
It's not real, spirit heavy. No. It's a nice blend of the beer and the barrel and the spirit.
And as I look at this, I said it wasn't. You can just about see through it. If you tip it a little bit. Interestingly, folks, if you are looking to find out what the alcohol is on a beer, the tip method is kind of a good guide, because if you tip it, pour it back, and it clings to that side of the glass, you know that there's quite a bit of alcohol in this. This comes in at 10.2. Let's drink it.
That's very nice. Very nice.
Well, it's tasty. I think the Baltic Porter's been lost a little in the bourbon.
It is. I love it.
You're a bourbon man.
I do love bourbon, but
yeah.
But I like that. I think the body is kind of a medium. Again, it's medium heavy. It's not like cloyingly sweet. I like that bourbon character. That might put off a few people. That might be too much for them.
Yeah, we've got quite a few bourbon barrel-aged beers that I've collected, but not too many, because I'm not overly keen on the bourbon barrel unless it's done right. Now this has got a very pleasant taste to it. It's definitely not something I would throw out. And indeed, we're not going to.
It's got I got a little heat on the tongue from the alcohol, but I love that. I love how this is going down. I love the flavor.
Well, Church Street has long been a great favorite of mine for many years. I think they're up on their 7th or 8th anniversary. When they get that far, you lose count. They've done many great beers, and the head brewer out there now is Sean Gregor, who is the owner, Lisa and Joe Gregor's son. He came from Burkus Brewing in Cincinnati, I want to say, around that area. Kentucky, maybe. I forget where it was. You know how it all blends
It's like
together.
Across the river. From
Across the
Cincy
river.
or
Yeah,
something
wrong
like
side
that.
of the river. That's right.
Anyway.
And he's carrying on a great tradition out there. They produce great beers.
I was going to say, when you're guessing at the age of Church Street, they brewed our first 3 batches when we opened at Hopvine, and we just in October was our 8th anniversary, so they're at least 8 years. They're at least 8 years old.
Then they must have. I've got their anniversary glasses back here somewhere, but we should be drinking it in them. But hey, I've got an Evil Horse glass. That's in Crete, Illinois. You've got. I think you got a Fobab glass.
A Fobab glass.
Yeah, that was on a couple of weeks ago, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was nice. That was a nice one.
Thanksgiving. Great time. Good time. All right, well, Church Street barrel-aged egglay, which I thought was a hen.
Well, there's a lot of references to the Baltics in that fairy tale, so it's very appropriate that they named their Baltic Porter.
So I got one thing to say to you. Baltics! Cheers.
Cheers.
See you tomorrow. Start of the second week. I like December.
Merry December.